In Econ 101, we are looking at how to evaluate the performance of the economy. So we're going to look at is how do you measure how well the economy is doing? There are different measures of economic growth, inflation, unemployment that all tell us about how well the economy is doing. So we want to know then what impacts how well the economy is doing. What factors contribute to its performance? Because if we know what's driving the economy up or down, then we can do something about it. And we can look at how do you stimulate an economy that's not growing fast enough? How do you slow it down if prices are going up too quickly? So we're going to look at how do we measure how the economy is doing? How do we change it if it's not doing what we want it to do? So we have to know what causes that change. And then we have to know about some of the tools that we have at our disposal to be able to manipulate the economy. So we're going to look at monetary policy, which is money supply and interest rates. And we're going to look at fiscal policy, which is government spending and taxation. So let's talk about why you might want to stimulate the economy. Well, if we look at right now in 2020 with COVID-19, we look at, okay, there are a lot of people being laid off. Unemployment is high. Okay, we have a lack of consumer confidence. People aren't buying boats and houses and new cars. Okay, so there's a lack of spending in some areas of the economy. So the economy is shrinking, and we're going to look at how much the economy has been shrinking this semester. So if we know the economy is contracting or not growing, then we want to know, okay, well, what's causing it and how do we get it to grow? So we need to look at what the cause is of this contraction in the economy. Well, we know that the contraction in the economy is caused by COVID and how that we have to shut down businesses in order to stop the spread of a virus. Other recessions and depressions can be caused by things like a lack of consumer demand, so customers just aren't buying, they're fearful of the future. It can be caused by costs of production, and all these goods now are too expensive. Okay, so we'll look at different things that can impact previous recessions. So we need to know if it's being driven by demand, the customers, or if it's being driven by supply, the businesses, so cost, what customers want and can afford. And so then we can look at how can we change the cost to the business. We could change things like corporate taxes. We could change the customer. So we could have tax breaks to income tax breaks to get people to spend. We can give subsidies. We can do things like more EI and insurance for being unemployed, right, to get people to spend. So we need to know what to change in order to stimulate the economy. So we'll look at it from a monetary perspective. Changing interest rates will change what businesses and households do. We can change fiscal policy so the government can spend more or less, tax more or less. So we're going to look at how do we know how well the economy is doing, what's driving it, and how do we fix it. That's what we're looking at this semester.